Good morning, Sagittarius. You guys were picked from the mystery bag this morning, so boop. You are my first reading of the day, which I'm actually kind of excited about because, I'm starting to pull these zodiac signs even before I start recording, just so I have the time to actually sit with the people I'm reading and just really tap in and kind of get those raw channelings, just to feel out what I'm feeling. So you might just see me have those already pulled. And that is why, I don't know if I said that already. If this is for sun, moon, and rising. Also, cross watchers are welcome. So Sagittarius, let's just get into it. I was getting really powerful stuff when I was tapping into you. Like, there is... Ooh, I don't even want to go there yet. We'll go get there at the end. But the first thing that I seen was this beautiful, spark. Okay? This beautiful spark, this beautiful flame being ignited. And that flame was you. And it has something to do with your soul. And then it showed me, literally the phoenix rising through the ashes, and I feel like you're in that process right now of bursting through, okay? Because there was a big feeling, there was a big focus on people or even yourself putting you in this box. I seen this box, black outline box, and this flame in the middle, and it was burning so slow, so sensually, okay? Wasn't weak, wasn't anything. It felt like the purest flame. All right, and then it just kept getting bigger, very slow, not overpowering by any means, but it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger until finally it was melting the sides of this box that people have put you in. So I felt this really, this really heavy kind of untrueness when it came to other people. Maybe due to past expressions or the way you held yourself in the past. And you could see the talk about these as regrets or mistakes, and those are heavy words, and I don't really like to use mistakes because nothing is a mistake, but it could have seemed that way, where you put yourself in these self-sabotaging situations and people just kind of labeled you as that, labeled you as someone who wasn't a good person, or labeled you someone who was naive, didn't know everything, which wasn't true. This flame has been there within you this whole time, but something was masking that, right? And that was in your, within yourself. So I feel for the past couple of months, you've been really paying attention to the people that you surround yourself with, because I just feel the people who aren't coming from a place of love, higher vibrations, where they have a darker aura, maybe those people are going through something at this time, correct? But are impacting you in almost a negative way, and it feels more sad and it feels more draining. I feel Sagittarius, you feel by a lot of people that you are finding that you're very misunderstood, and that people would rather just tear you down or mess with you and make you feel uncomfortable and low about yourself, and you don't know where this is coming from, because a lot of people, a lot of these people who are doing that are very close to you. So it's people that you don't think would have done that in the first place. There was trust and establishment being built. This could be family, even, and really close friends that you've had for years, and you're starting to notice it. So I'm not understanding if you're starting to notice it. What's the word? I feel these people have been doing it always, but you're just now starting to open your eyes and see, when you look back at it, you thought it was a joke, they were just messing around with you and blah, 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 blah. So your focus right now is, do I respond with rage or happiness? And I feel a lot of you guys are going to be coming from this place of love, and just the more you do that, the more like authentic your presence gets, the more you reshape and create your personality. Okay, so you are like, I just like the personality, I just feel like is totally getting morphed. Like you are being shown as someone who's new, but it's new like in terms of the way like you think and process things, but it's also coming from a place of being very genuine because it's always been there. It's just been more difficult to shown, or you just haven't been noticing things quite the same. So I don't want to keep going in that because I will go with it all day, but that is just some of the stuff I was picking up. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to come through in your love reading. Okay. Sagittarius. We are in a Aquarius season right now. So that's probably where I'm going to kind of timestamp these, but usually my readings are timeless. So take it however it resonates. All right, so show me Sagittarius's energy right now. I want a 3-card situation. No, wait, hold on. Back it up. I'm jumping ahead here. I'm getting like really excited about something, and I felt like there was a hair in my mouth, but I don't think there is. Okay. Anyways, weird stuff's already going on. Okay, let me just see your energy, please. Show me Sagittarius's energy when it comes to everything. Let me see the person that you are dealing with. What is their energy? Oh, interesting. Okay. Sagittarius, you actually have the raccoon, which is a little odd because it's labeled as trick in this deck. But for me, it always, because we got to look at, what a raccoon does. And they always come out at night and they scourge through things, but I'm more so getting pulled to your person's energy because they're the frog. And every time I see the frog, I always picture the frog just sitting on the lily pad, bringing in the sun, being healed, taking that rest and recuperation. So there's some kind of thing going on with you where, even that we were talking about earlier, there's like a limbo ground here where you're morphing from this person into like this person, but right now you're right here, so those two energies are kind of stuck within themselves. Okay, so let me pull a couple cards on you really quick, but I feel like there's a person who's either around you or who's going to be coming in very soon that makes it more comfortable, makes it easier to transition and to really shine your light. A person that comes in and really allows you to take off some kind of mask that you were wearing. And I don't feel like it's a mask of deceit in a way. I feel like this is something that was learned so that way you won't get hurt. And I heard something about expectations. It's like, okay, well, my expectations might not get met, so I just wear this mask to better protect myself so I don't get, like, brokenhearted. And this person's coming in, and it's almost like the way they, like, I feel like this person's really funny, first of all, but I feel like they're coming in, and they got, like, a really good sense of humor, and this person's healed. So this could even be someone who's been through something very similar, like trauma-wise too. But this person's healed, so it's almost making it easier for you to fully step into yourself, like to be very authentic. So let's get some more on your energy with this raccoon. Sagittarius, I do feel like you guys are possibly going through a dark night of the soul, because I can't help but like think that like the raccoons, they come out at night and that's when they get their party on. So I don't know if some of you guys have been having trouble sleeping lately, kind of like a where it feels like it's a regression, like staying up late and kind of looking back and thinking about past situations and how you responded or how you act in those situations, and really looking inwardly at yourself, right? Interesting. Yeah, I keep it like out with the old and with the new. You have the Death card here, which does talk about a transformation, but this Death card is beautiful, where it's literally like a woman being laid to rest in this casket, in this tomb. And then we have the Fool with this new energy, this new pathway that's opening up. So it's like putting all this past behind you, even if that's a part of your own self, okay? And emerging again, like through that fire and not knowing what's going to come next, okay? Which is really cool. You know, it's putting the past behind you and letting a part of yourself even die. And I know that sounds really like intense, but maybe like killing the ego or purging away your insecurities, or like that mask that you used to wear, like putting that away, putting it down forever for good. Okay, so, and by doing that, by becoming this new person, and I'm not saying like you're going to completely change because of other people, that's not, it's coming from a place of self, so please beware of that, like, or, you know, like be mindful of that. But there's this new pathway being open, and it's so new and it's so unknown, and I feel like that's where you meet this frog. Like, they're just chilling there, right? So you're starting to see, like, you're starting to really get into like the connection with yourself, and then you're going and you're strolling and you're starting this new journey, and it's of self-discovery, and what can I do with like my new body? What can I do with my new personality? What can I do with this new authentic, passionate but sensual self? And this frog, like, you hear them, right? You hear someone making jokes, or you hear someone, maybe they play the guitar for some of you, or an instrument, and you hear this person like doing something, right? And you're like, ooh, that catches my attention. Like, it's something that sparks, like, this person does something that sparks your interest, and you're really feeling it right now. Like, it soothes your soul, like whatever this does. 'Cause I'm like, keep hearing like the croaking, and like this person sitting there and they're on their lily pad and absorbing the sun. They're healed, they're funny. Let's go more on their energy, because, you know, now they got me curious. Show me more about this frog, Sagittarius person. Yeah, I feel like it's like, I just heard in my head, it was only a matter of time before we see them, huh? And I feel like for a lot of you, maybe have crossed paths. Yeah, wow. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you guys have maybe even crossed paths with this person before. I feel like this is like an old fling, or more along the lines of like a friend. Maybe, and it's someone you haven't really seen in a while, but they're good company. Like, they're good company. So I don't know exactly for all of you guys if this is going to turn romantic. It does have the potential to turn romantic, but this person comes in, they're almost more like soothing for your soul. And I know I just said that before, but this person has a really good, like, I'm hearing a really good stage presence. And they've changed a little bit. They've healed. I feel like they've changed in more of like a mature manner, but they're still silly, and they're still fun, and they're still willing to like go a little deeper within things, if that makes any sense. Okay, but it was only a matter of time before you and this person like cross paths. And if it is someone brand new, it's going to be like, you're going to meet them at a point where you're feeling like sad that day. And you don't, and like maybe you get an invitation to go out and do something, and you're like, I don't really feel like going. And this person, like, you end up going to like this event or this social gathering, and this person's just there, and they just kind of hit you, right? Like by surprise, where you just are really digging like their vibrations. You're really digging that energy. And it does start off in a more friendly manner, and a very playful friend at that. But like I said, I do feel like this person does something that like sparks your interests, and that's what pulls you over to them in like the first place. Like they're just sitting doing something, right? And I really feel I really heal. Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay, but this person, the way you approach them, and I feel like they've seen you, you know, I feel like they see you first. And then it's almost like, but you don't know that they're doing something to catch your attention, right? To like pull you in their way. And it's out of like this beautiful like curiosity. And they like the way that you approach them. It comes off so curious and like so intrigued. And this person really digs that, you know, like which seems a little conceited to me. But it's cute, you know, like it's cute. So like they're doing something to kind of, you know, make you look over in their direction, right? And like the way you approach them, it's like what are you doing? Like, oh, you know that band, or you like that song, or oh, you play that game, like that board game? I used to play that board game. I actually loved it. I didn't think anyone else liked that but me. This person's like, oh, would you mind to play? That's the vibes I'm getting, right? Like, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like, oh, sweetheart. All right. I want to get a 3-card situation with my animal deck. I got new Oracle cards. I love them. But I want to get a 3-card situation just to see a little bit more of what's going on. Okay, show me for Sagittarius. I want a 3-card situation between them and their person. Ooh, some of you guys might be getting sick here soon because like my nose just got real like clogged. I don't want to put that negativity on you because I hate colds, but I just want to put it out there. All right, 3-card situation for Sagittarius's love life during February. You know, it's Aquarius season. Let's light it up. Have some fun. Whoa, hi. How you? Whoa, come on. Landed right on me and then ran away. What? What the heck? I don't, that was a really weird, I'll tell you in a second, that was like a really weird message I came through. Wow. Okay, one more. Okay, I have to talk about this because it won't go away. Before I pull that last card. There's someone around you who, wow, I just heard like does like fantasize about you sexually. That's pretty specific and intense a little bit. But anyways, they are like so engulfed in your aura, like with your energy. They want to like consume you. Okay. Almost coming off is a little bit like obsessive, but it's coming from a passion, like a passionate place. Like this person, how do I even want to like say this? You know, it's so hard to put feelings into words, but because you, Sagittarius, are coming off as like this, or growing into this beautiful or handsome, but very like mysterious, but it almost feels vulnerable, but in a sexy way. I know that sounds really weird. Vulnerable, but in a sexy way. Where it's coming off as sensual, where it's gonna borderline between sexual and sensual is like your vibration right now. And it comes off very powerful. Like you're definitely, like that flame, that fire is in your aura, okay? And it's very magnetic, and it feels very, almost like magical, okay? Like whimsical. No, not whimsical. Magical. It's got like a deeper tone to it. But there's someone here that is, okay, let me just show you, because they have the vulture. You know, and I can't help but notice, like, this person, I feel like this person right here that I'm talking about definitely knows you. Okay, and they've seen that you've changed in one way, shape, or form. And I feel like you're already romantically involved with them at one point in your life. Like, so this is a very specific message, but look at how, like, this is you. I feel like this is you. This beautiful tiger, white tiger energy kind of thing, you know? And then there's the moth in the infinity, you know, really going through, like, that beauty, that change, that transformation. But it doesn't feel like it's all the way elevated yet. So I just feel like you maybe don't even know, but this person, this vulture energy, is very engulfed in it and wants you. They want to see how you've changed. They want to, but it's coming off so sexual, okay? Like, it's coming off sexual, where they want you, okay? Best way I can put it, they want you. We're just going to keep these two because that's an intense energy right there. All right, let's get into your love story. Let's get into the love story for Sagittarius during this time. Show me Sagi's love story, please. I feel like some of you guys might know that this person is feeling a certain way, but like, and it's like making you uncomfortable. Kind of, I don't know, like it's making you vulnerable in a reason. Okay. Okay, so there's the deep healing. Got it. Okay. So some of you, now if this isn't you missing someone like a lot, this is another person coming through. But it does look like there's two parties here that are genuinely missing one another. So, and I feel like over in your space, you feel almost like lonely in general, yes, but lonely without them. But I'm not sure if you were completely wanting to let somebody in or let somebody back in, if that makes any sense. Like the only way you are letting people, like potential like lovers, come into your space, especially if you've already been involved with them before, there has to be newness. There has to be newness. There has to be a feeling of growth. It can't be like wishy-washy. Like there's no need for games right now. Like that's just not what you want. Like it has to be cleansed. The past has to be cleansed, okay? It has to be cleared out. It has to be forgiven, and we need to move on and not look back. We're not focusing on that because that's not who you resonate with anymore. So if this person has a tendency or starts bringing up like stuff from your past or like doesn't forgive you about certain things or just always wants to talk about it, you're not in it. Like you're not feeling it, okay? So that's coming through like really strong. But there is someone here who you almost like grew up with, if that makes any sense. Like grew up with. And it's still connected to the same thing. Because I want to get new energies here, so I'm going to... But, yeah, this person, it's almost like you've grown with them. You've lived a big part or chunk of your life with this person. So there is a doorway being open. It said, hey, if you still have love for this person, there is going to be an opportunity where you and this person can heal and move forward. Now, whether or not you want to stick together or make it a fling or do that, that's up to you. But there is the opportunity. The door is being open for some kind of forgiveness and some kind of clearing. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on for Sagittarius. Woo! Oh my gosh. Man with money. A person with money, I should say. I'm doing this on like a really small table, so all my cards just want to leave me. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Ooh, stability. I'm saying that because we have the King of Pentacles. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. To me, this feels like the person who is approaching you, okay? Who is extremely loyal, for one, but they're very grounded, okay? So they have, like, a practical matured, you know, they could be financially stable. It does feel very reliable, okay? And nurturing and sensual. Like, this person can give and everything's like groovy about it. Like, they don't expect a bunch of shit in return, but like, they give, they have things to give, whether that's energy, time, affection, whatever. But this person's pretty well off, I would say. And they're hesitant to approach you for whatever reason. I'm not sure. We're going to jump into it, but they're hesitant to approach you right now. But you're doing something to them where they feel like you are the key with this 9 of Cups here. That you are the key of happiness. Like, you are going to be something that makes them happy during, well, you know, like during this time. But that's how they're viewing you right now. And they're very hesitant to approach. Maybe they feel like you're not available, or maybe they feel like right now is not the best time for whatever reason. Some of you guys might have just got out of like a painful ending, maybe have broke up or something. You had to let go of a big area of your life. So emotionally, you're not the most stable. That's what I'm feeling. Like, emotionally, something has like occurred to where you are not your most like balanced self, or you still have a little bit of pain. But really, ultimately, it's just leading like this person feels like you won't be able to give them like your full attention and focus, but they're okay with that. That's why they're approaching you very slowly and cautiously. Some of them might, you know, not even approach you because they see or they've heard that you're going through something, and they're like, you know what, now it's like not the nicest time to do that. Because I do feel like even if this person did approach you, like when they do, it is going to be a weird time, because, and then you're not giving them, again, like your most authentic self. Now, as with this 2 of Swords, like I can't help, like she's in the background, and it's almost like she's putting out like a decoy energy, where it's like, I'm here, but like I'm not really here. You know, that's the vibe I'm getting from this, and this person knows that because they know a little bit about you or something that you're going through. So they're approaching with a delicate manner, if that makes any sense. Like I said, this person does want you, but there is a little weirdness of being flighty here. Especially with we have the Knight of Swords and then the Knight of Wands. Where that feels like, okay, like the Knight of Wands in this deck, I can't help, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Game of Thrones, but he's dressed up as a knight, and then he's like taking off his suit and like giving someone this flower here. And you know, with the knights, they have to, they have like an obligation to like not have sex. Okay, so there's something weird where this person's like, I shouldn't you know, I shouldn't be flirting with you, or I shouldn't be presenting myself this way. It almost feels a little taboo. So when they start to kind of give in to like that energy, they're like, oh, that's wrong, and then they like take a run for it, and maybe even like stop communicating. So I don't know if you're dealing with a few different people or there's just whatever, but like this feels like new, at least like a new approach, right? Where this person just feels like it's taboo, and they're like, hey, I was thinking about you today, you know, like, and then like leaning in, and then you're like, it's getting a little fiery. Because this person doesn't know like what you want. They don't know like where you stand. Like, they're looking at you and trying to like observe like how you react. Like if you're into them. This person doesn't know if you're into them. Okay? And they feel like you may reject them. Yeah, they just feel like they're going to be rejected. Okay? Which is interesting. And I feel like that's where it's like so taboo. Like they told you that they weren't going to try to make a move on you, or like, you know, maybe you told them, I'm not ready. Because again, there is something here that is painful, right? Painful. Also, for some of you guys, this could be someone that you've dealt with already. And again, they don't know how to approach you, right? They don't know how to approach you because maybe you've stopped talking to them because you feel like, I don't know why I said it that way, but like you feel they broke your heart in some way, or they brought some kind of sadness to you. At least that's how this person sees it. They're like, oh man, I really treated them badly, and now they're not talking to me. Like, she doesn't have a head. It's like no communication. She doesn't have a head. And it's really tied up with this Ten of Swords, some kind of painful truth, painful ending. So this person doesn't know how to approach you during this time because they feel like you're going to reject them. So they're trying to kind of get a response to you just to feel out how things are going to go. Okay, let's get some advice for you, Sagittarius. This is pretty all over the place. Ooh, I like that. That's like listen. Okay, one more for Sagittarius. We got the Page of Swords. I want to clarify. What are we hearing? What are we listening to? Okay, yeah, they're like, Sag, this is a time for self-reflection, okay? Because there's something within your energy where it's about to break through. It is about to break through, okay? Where you are going to start feeling better and very confident and really glowing and being able to go out and help people, okay? And to start romantic situations, because there's, again, they just keep telling me there's this big need to really focus on, you're not done looking at that situation is what they keep telling me. You know, so your advice here is the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups, which is really interesting. This Page of Swords is stopped what she's doing, and she's she hears something off in the forest, and she's really listening to what that is, okay? And whatever could potentially be approaching her. But it's paired up with this Five of Cups, which is self-reflection about the past to see how we maybe could have self-sabotaged things a little bit. This, to me, is you haven't fully forgave yourself in a situation, or you fully haven't forgave another person, because in order to completely forgive, it has to come from a space of love. It has to be because that you personally wanted to do it for you. And there's a really big need to put yourself in another person's shoes to see it through their perspective, your situation through somebody else's eyes, and understand maybe why they reacted and responded certain ways, and to show you a little bit about yourself of maybe how you could have reacted and you could have responded in different ways. This isn't this isn't to try to put self-blame on, anybody here, but it is that reflection where we have to look back and see things so we don't repeat it again. Because whoever is trying to come in, it's almost okay, Sag, this could go where it is so new, it is so beautiful, it can grow so positively, if you do the work. I know, I hate to do that to you, okay, but, because this is more of a focused on you. It's not even really focused on them. Someone keeps wanting to approach you, but they don't know how you're going to respond or how you're going to feel, because honestly it might be a little flighty on your end right now, so there has to be a self-reflection. Now this is just advice, so you don't have to obviously take it, but it is something to think about. That's why I say these things. It is something to think about. That's why we read, or that's why we watch tarot readings, right? There may be that one word that kind of kind of gives us a little bit of a different perspective, maybe something we didn't see, because we come here for answers, right? So again, this reading's more focused on you, but it's really paying attention to what is hurting you and why are you hurting? Is there something we can look back and reflect on that's bothering you, and really sitting within that energy so that could fully allow people to come through. Oh, that's what I was saying before, because there's this gateway. There's 2 doors, okay? So if you're, because I see 2 doors. Oh my God, they're showing me the song, and my husband just showed me the song. I'm obsessed. Anyway, senses fail. 2 different doors. Rage, and then there's happiness, okay? What approach are you going to take? If someone new comes in, are you going to instantly be suspicious, or are you going to be accepting and have enough self-love and all the, all the good things to really move forward with this, to make it something new. There's something here about repeating past cycles. You don't want to do that, and you are so close to being at this authentically amazing space where everything's going to grow really positive. So it's just really minding you to look within and look at yourself, make sure you have all the love, make sure this is something that you want, and to, not repeat past patterns, because that's a big, you don't want to put yourself back in a cycle that goes over and over and over again. You want it new, and you know that. It said it in the reading. Okay, Sagittarius, that was your reading for the time of February. And I am going to be, if it resonates, please let me know. I do love hearing everything, honestly. I will be back in a few weeks to do, a mid-month checkup, just to see where everyone's at and to get fresh new energy. So I'm excited. And I will see you guys then. Have a great afternoon.